Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So glad you're joining me today. Alright, so for today's video we are doing a beauty spotlight review on the Coastal Scents Revealed palette, which is right here. Can you see it? It's actually been out for a while, but the Revealed 2 hasn't been out for too long, and I never actually did a review on the Revealed 1, and I really wanted to do a review on the Revealed 2, so I was like, well, I'll just do them both, but the video would be far too long if I tried to do them both in one go. So we're going to do the Revealed 1 first and then the Revealed 2. Alright, so let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is just kind of a standard cardboard packaging. You know, there's no raised letters. It says Revealed on the front, Coastal Scents, 20 eyeshadow colors. This palette is meant to be a very similar palette to the Urban Decay Naked 1 and the Naked 2, and there are some dupes in there, and I will go over them for you if you're curious. So the inside, the top, it just says Revealed, and it's funny because when I saw photos of this, I first thought that this was a see-through sort of plastic that had this design on it. I don't know why. The picture on the website, everything, it just looked like a see-through plastic. I thought that was the coolest thing. When I actually got it, I was like, oh, it's just cardboard. So I was a little disappointed on that. I think it's pretty though. I'm sad also that there isn't a mirror anywhere. I would just prefer to have a mirror. I mean, I like the way it looks, but I don't know. I just kind of want a mirror to be in there. All right, so out of all the shades, there are 20, but there aren't any names, so you don't know precisely if they have these shades on the website as well for individual purchase, or if they're just, you know, exclusive to this palette. I don't know, but I can go ahead and go over the colors with you. All right, so let's go ahead and go through the colors and their dupes. You ready? Here we go. First off, I'm starting left to right on the top, and I'm numbering them so they're numbered 1 through 20. Starting top left, we have a yellow toned nude matte shade. It is a perfect dupe for Urban Decay's Naked 2 Foxy. Next in the Revealed palette, we have a pale cream shimmer. It has a little bit of a peach tone to it, and the palette doesn't come off quite as peachy when swatched and on the lid. It is a dupe for Urban Decay's Naked 2 Bootycall. Next in the Revealed palette, we have a pale champagne pink toned nude shimmer. It is a dupe for the Naked 1 Sin shade. However, it's a little bit more pink than Sin. Next up, we have a soft beige brown matte. It is a dupe for Naked 1's Naked, although the Coastal Scents shade is a little bit more yellow. Next up, we have a dull mauve brown matte. It is a dupe for Urban Decay's Naked 2 Tease, although the Coastal Scents shade is a bit more mauve. Next up, a rosy brown gold shimmer. This one was a little bit harder to find a dupe for. It's similar to Naked 1's Sidecar, but it's also very similar to Naked 1's Toasted. Sidecar leans a little more, I'd say, gold, copper. Toasted leans a little more pink. I think looking just in the pan, it looks more like Sidecar, but when swatched, it looks more like Toasted. So either or. Next up, number 7 in the palette, we have a medium beige brown matte. It is a dupe for Urban Decay's Naked Buck in the Naked 1 palette, although the Coastal Scent shade is a bit more yellow. Next, we have a slightly frosted golden copper metallic shade. It's a dupe for Naked 1 and Naked 2's Half Baked, although the Coastal Scent shade is a little bit more copper. Next up, we have an old bronze with frosty metallic finish. It's a dupe for Naked 2's Suspect, although the Revealed shade is a little bit more pink. In fact, a lot of these shades are kind of leaning a bit more pink Not all of them, but a lot of them are a bit more pink than the Naked Dupes. Next up, we have number 10, the end of the top right. We have a silver gray frosty shimmer with a sort of taupe undertone. It is a dupe for Naked 2's Verve. Next up, bottom left, we have a rich bronze metallic with gold sheen and a rosy undertone. It's a dupe for Naked 1's Smog, although Naked 1's Smog does not have that rosy undertone. Next up, we have a dark bronze with dull gold shimmer. It is almost a perfect dupe for Naked 2's Snakebite. Next, we have a taupe brown with a frosty finish. It is a dupe for Naked 2's Pistol, although Pistol has a little bit less brown in it. Next, a dark gilded bronze satin with slight frost and rosy undertone. It is a dupe for Naked 1's Dark Horse, although Dark Horse isn't, I'd say it's not quite as pink. Like I said, the Coastal Scent shades have a little bit more pink tones to them at times. Next up, we have a medium rosy beige shimmer. It is a dupe for Naked 1's Toasted, but Toasted is a bit more brown. Number 16 on the palette is a plum brown with soft shimmer. It's a dupe for Naked 1's Hustle. Number 17 is a warm rosy copper with frosty finish. It is a dupe for Naked 2's YDK, although YDK has a little bit more brown, I'd say. Number 18 is a dirty dark brown with slight burgundy undertone and soft frost finish. A dupe for Naked 2's Busted. Next, number 19, a blue-gray metallic. It's a dupe for Naked 1's Gunmetal, although Coastal Scents has a slight lavender tone. And last up, number 20, a dark black matte. A dupe for, you guessed it, Naked 2's Blackout, although Naked 2 Blackout is very black. I mean, black, black, black. Coastal Scents did a really nice matte black, but not quite as dark as Urban Decay's. All right, so that is the dupes. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the quality of the revealed 2. Amazing, amazing quality. I mean, I was seriously shocked. I thought it would be a little powdery, but I mean, it's up there with my Naked palettes. It's fabulous. In fact, some of the shades I actually like the quality and the softness of them compared to Naked 1 and 2. Some not quite as much, like I said, Blackout, not quite as black. It's still a nice matte black, but it's not quite with that rich black, you know, depth that, you know, Urban Decay has. But all in all, I mean, the matte shades are soft. They're not powdery. I didn't have any particular shade in here that I really just thought wasn't giving me that beautiful richness and tone. I mean, they all showed up very well on my lid. They all blended well. They're very soft. They work well with a variety of brushes. I didn't have any problems with them at all. I'd say out of all the shades in here, my favorites are probably number 3, which is that pale champagne pink toned nude. Number 5, which is that dull mauve brown matte. And number 19, which is that blue-gray metallic with that slight lavender tone. They're beautiful, they're gorgeous, they go into a lot of depth, they blend out easily. I think they just stick out a bit in this palette for me. I really don't have any shades in here that I don't like. I mean, I probably the yellow toned nude more than anything, just because I think it pulls a lot more yellow than I would like. It's the dupe for Naked 2's Foxy. Foxy isn't quite as yellow, so that does make a difference to me. But all in all, really there isn't a shade in here that I'm like, oh, I wish that wasn't in there at all. The cost of this palette, it's $19.95 plus shipping and handling on Coastal Scents website. In my opinion, how can you beat that deal? So it being dupes for Naked 1 and Naked 2, it's missing 2 shades from Naked 1 and 2 shades from Naked 2. You know, there's 12 shades in all. So you've got 10 of the Naked 1 shades in here and 10 of the Naked 2 shades in here. But I think if you don't want to go and spend, you know, $100+ to get Naked 1 and Naked 2, this is the perfect palette to avoid spending that much money. You're only spending $20 plus shipping and handling. I think that is a fantastic deal. I love this palette. I love the looks I've created with it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it travels well. It has that magnetic closure that it's maybe a little flimsy. I mean, if you look at the palette, you can see can you see how it bends a little bit? But it's not that bad. It will kind of get a little dented up. Let me see if I can, you can't really see it. I've got a few little dents here and there because it's cardboard. So, you know, if you put it in between things, it will get a little dented up. But all in all, I mean, it's held up very, very well. So I'm very pleased with that. Now, as far as the longevity and wear of the shadows in this palette, I haven't had any problems with it. I'd say maybe they don't last. Well, it's funny because some Urban Decay Naked shades last a long time on me and some don't. Same thing with this palette. Some last a long time, some don't. So it's kind of, you know, neither here or there. I'd say it has good quality pigmentation, good longevity and wear compared to, you know, other palettes. It doesn't seem like a super cheap palette other than the packaging seeming a little bit more cheap compared to other high-end or, you know, mid-brand products. But all in all, I'd say, you know, you get good bang for your buck. You know, you're not paying a whole lot and you're still getting good quality from it. So I absolutely love it. I think it's worth the money, more than worth the money. You know, and a lot of the times Coastal Scents will have a lot of deals. I think now, especially with, you know, their 2 revealed and revealed 2, they're probably going to be doing some sales, you know, pretty soon. So you might want to keep your eye out for it if you don't want to spend $19.95. Sometimes you can get them for $9.95. So keep your eye out on that if you still think that's, you know, a little too much to pay. But for 20 shadows, you know, 20 bucks, 20 shadows. I know it seems like $1 a shadow, but if you look at it, I've been using it for quite a while now and I haven't hit pan on any of the shades. So, you know, I think you're still getting, like I said, good worth for what you're paying. So I actually am wearing a look using the Coastal Scents Revealed palette. It is, I'm hoping you can see, it is sort of a lavender with a bit of mauve, and a bit of some purple in there with, you know, a little bit of bronze. It has a little bit of everything in it. So if you want to learn how to do this look, keep on watching, but I'd say keep on watching anyhow, because in the end, I'm going to have a little surprise for you. So keep watching. You want to stay till the end, trust me. All right, enjoy the tutorial. Okay, so to start off the tutorial, I'm going to double prime my lids like I normally do. Actually, I already put on Urban Decay's Primer Potion in Original, and then I'm going to be using 2 NYX Jumbo pencils, one in milk and one in strawberry milk. The strawberry milk I'm going to put just on the lid, not really going past the crease. You can go a little bit into the crease. It doesn't have to be too precise. And then with milk, I'm going to take milk above the crease and up towards the eyebrow. You don't want to get too close to the eyebrow because then you'll be smudging that white onto it. And then if you're darkening your eyebrows, or if you've already darkened your eyebrows like I have, or, you know, fix them, put them into place, put gel on them, whatever you do to your eyebrows, you know, if you get that NYX Jumbo white on it, you don't want white eyebrows. Or maybe you do. If you want white eyebrows, go for it. If you don't want eyebrows, I wouldn't suggest. All right, so just lightly kind of blending that in with my fingertip, and a little bit under the bottom lashes as well. Just very lightly blending. Okay, all right, first thing we're gonna do is we're going to take shade number 3, which, like I said, I've numbered them from left to right, top to bottom. So the top left shade is number 1, the bottom right shade is number 20. So number 3 right here. Number 3 is that pale champagne pink toned nude with a lovely shimmer. I'm going to use I believe this is Deluxe, yes, a Deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to blend that shade as my brow highlight right underneath the eyebrow. Just very lightly. These shadows are very nicely pigmented, so you don't really need to pick up a whole lot on your brush. And I'm kind of more patting than brushing it across, just so it sets well on that NYX's Jumbo pencil. Alright, next I'm going to take, let's see, shade number 5, which is right here, which is the dull mauve brown matte. And I'm going to apply that in the crease and lightly lightly above, rounding in towards the nostril a little bit. Or the nose, I should say, not the nostril. Bringing it in, curving it around, and then out towards the tip of my eyebrow. I'm covering up a little bit of the pale shimmery highlight that upon my brow, but not too much, just a little. And just that windshield wipe motion back and forth across. Alright, next, let's see. Next, I'm going to apply the shade right next to the one that we just worked on, so shade number 6, and I'm going to apply that to the inner half of my eyelid. I'm going to be using, let's see, this is a Starlux brand brush, 858, a small, soft, small dome fluff brush. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to take that shade number 6 and apply it to the inner half of my eyelid. And I'm going to go ahead and take it down, actually into the corner, because I want to pull it a little bit underneath my bottom lashes, just on the inner corner right here, kind of as a little highlight, because it's got a really beautiful shimmer that picks up the light really well. And I'm only going about halfway across my eyelid, just patting it on a little bit at a time. And then, like I said, in that inner corner, and then with just the very tip of the brush. That's why I like this brush, because it's a nice flat side, but the tip is very thin. So if I want to apply it more precisely to a certain spot, then I just use, you know, I just use that edge. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to take a Coastal Scents, what is this? BRC SO2, which is a flat shadow brush, nice and rounded. And I'm going to take shade number 19, which is that gorgeous, gorgeous blue-gray metallic that has that very slight, you can see it, lavender tint to it. And I'm going to pat that on the outer half of my eyelid, going only up to the crease. Actually, I'll go ahead and, I think I pulled it up a little bit above the crease, but not much. Mainly keeping it right on that outer half. And then kind of lightly going over that inner half metallic that we applied. So it just kind of blends together a little bit softly. And just keep patting it on. And what you can do, what I like to do, since I'm only using one side of the brush to blend it out a bit, I'll flip the brush over on the clean side and then kind of blend it out, and then go back over to patting it on, and then you can just flip back over and blend it out again. If it a little bit gets under your bottom lashes like mine normally do, that's okay. It's not a big deal. With this look is nice and soft and smoky, so not a big deal at all. Alright, last we're going to take a Coastal Scents No Name brush. No Name. It's a rounded detail brush. Well, it's not a detail brush. It's like a pencil point brush, but it's a little more rounded on the tip. And I'm going to take shade number 16, which, let me see, 11, 12, right here. Shade number 16, which is the plum brown with soft shimmer. And I'm going to dab just the tip in like that. And I'm going to apply that right on the bottom lashes, just on the outer half, just to darken it up a bit. Give it that nice pull down look to connect the top and the bottom. There you go. All right, so that's all the shadows I'm going to use from the Revealed palette. Let me go ahead and finish up, and I will tell you what I used to finish my eyes at the end. And don't forget to stay tuned for the surprise. All right, see you in just a second. All right, so that's the end of that. Did you guess what the surprise is? Did you? So I am actually only wearing the Revealed palette on one eye, and that is the eye that you just saw me do the tutorial with. On this eye, that is actually Urban Decay products. Sneaky, sneaky. So I actually got the idea from Glamour Zen. She's a wonderful YouTuber. My phone cut off for a second. I don't know why it just cut off. Anyhow, Glamour Zen. She's a wonderful YouTube personality, you know, beauty vlogger. I absolutely adore her. She's fabulous. Go check out her channel. I'll put info below so you can go and see her. She did the same thing with, I think it was the was it the Revealed or the Revealed 2? I want to say it was the Revealed 2 palette that one eye had Urban Decay shadows on it and the other eye had the Coastal Scent shadows on it. So I kind of stole her idea a little bit. She's a wonderful inspiration. So thank you Zen. Anyhow, so I did this eye with Urban Decay, and this eye is Coastal Scents. And I've actually worn this look a couple times now, and I've asked people that, you know, kind of know I do beauty, you know, beauty blogging and now vlogging and stuff. And I said, do you notice anything? Do you see anything? Even my husband, and barely anybody could tell any difference. So that is how fabulous of a dupe the Revealed is. All right, so I know that was incredibly sneaky of me. So let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this review, if you enjoy these tutorials. Give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful, if you want to try out the look for yourself, if you want to see more looks and more reviews. Like I said, I'll have the Revealed 2 review coming at you pretty soon. But for now, happy makeuping and enjoy, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.